Now the world is being totally concentrated on the outdoor pollution. It's good to know that people are getting a lot of concerns by avoiding deforestation, etc. But there is one thing that has to come in front, which is nothing but the pollutants which is being released from those vehicle exhausts. And in the counterpart of an outdoor pollution, which is an indoor pollution, and that is at a 100% higher risk than the outdoor pollution. For example, even in a poor household, they just tend to cook their food by using burnt firewoods, burnt charcoals, residues, etc. And that tend to release a lot of chemicals and toxins which are really hazardous. Not only in an enclosed home, even in an enclosed factories, workshops, workstations, example in an petroleum residues and in an paint and detergent residues which are really harmful for any human, right? So what are we supposed to do in an effective way but in an inexpensive way? When the plant is about to give us an oxygen through a process of photosynthesis and just take up all those carbon dioxide which we really do not need, why not a plant can favor us by absorbing those chemicals and toxins and give a purified air? Yes, it does. In 1989, NASA wanted their workstation to have a purified air and they had a contract with the landscape people. They have surveyed a lot and then they put up a quite big list of plants which have the ability to absorb those toxins and give us a purified quality air. The number one in my list of air purifying plant is the Zamiculalis zamifolia, which is otherwise called as a ZZ plant. They have like three varieties of ZZ plant. One is variegated, and the second is a raven, and the third is a dwarf ZZ plant. I have the third variety of the dwarf category. I just have one variety of ZZ plant. And when you just look at the foliage of this ZZ plant, it's really shiny, leathery and waxed up texture which proves and gives a justice for the indoor ornamental plant. And I have a pet name for this beautiful ZZ plant. It's nothing but a neglect plant. What does that mean is that he always stays to me and gives a signboard of do not disturb. Please leave me alone. I will thrive even for months if you don't water me, but never a day if you just overwater. Even that apply for lighting conditions. Yes, it do survive in a indirect bright light, indirect medium light, and even in a low light area, but never in a direct sunlight. If it does, then the leaves tend to burn. Yes, it's so easy to grow. It's hard to kill actually, and it's the must plant for a gardening beginner and even for an undercare gardener. And now coming on to the concept of an air purifying characteristics of this ZZ plant is that it absorbs two dominant chemicals which is being released from those vehicle exhausts. It is nothing but the toluene and the xylene chemical is being absorbed by this ZZ plant. The second in my list of air purifying plant is the Chlorophytum comosum, which is commonly called as the spider plant. This is the spider plant. It has got its name from its appearance. It looks like a spider legs, right? So it has got its name of spider plant. And I have just hung the spider plant near a window, so which means the lighting characteristic should be in a well lit place. It has to be placed in a well lit indirect sunlight, but never in a direct sunlight. If you place this plant in a direct sunlight, the leaf tips would burn and result in browning. This tip browning could be because of irregular watering too. Regarding watering, you can just pinch the soil 2-inch deep with your finger and take those fingers and see if it's been wet like this. Do not water until it completely dries. And regarding the toxins which is being absorbed by these plant is that it absorbs a lot of toxins. For example, benzene, ammonia, formaldehyde, trichloroethylene, etc. And it just purifies air effectively. The number three in my list of air purifying plant is the Ficus elastica, which is commonly called as a rubber plant. So here is the rubber plant. As the name suggests, it's elastica. So the leaves are elastic in its nature. Regarding watering and lighting conditions, it's the same as that of a spider plant. And the toxins which is being absorbed by this rubber plant is the formaldehyde. When talking about formaldehyde, this is the main pollutant which is coming up from the paint, detergents or any furnishing pollutants. The number 4 in my list of air purifying plant is the Monstera. There are different types of Monstera. I have this type of Monstera right now, and the native of any Monstera variety is from a tropical rainforest, right? Normally in a tropical rainforest, the rains are so frequent, right? So this survives in a rainy temperature, which means the soil has to be kept moist all the time, not too soggy, not too saturated, just to be kept moist, depicting the rainforest. And now coming on to the lighting characteristics, it has to be placed in a well lit indirect sunlight, never in a direct sunlight. Again, the tips tend to burn away if you just place this plant in a direct sunlight. This plant removes a lot of toxins. The major toxin which is being removed by this Monstera is the formaldehyde. The major pollutant which is present in the furnishing materials such as paint, varnishes, grease. So the formaldehyde is the major pollutant from all those furnishing materials. So this Monstera helps in removing and cleaning up those toxins and chemicals which is coming out from the furnishing materials. The number 5 in my list of air purifying plant is the well-known common money plant. It's said to be like for a good fortune and prosperity in every home, right? And it's so easy to grow. It's a common man plant, but it's like so good to see those growth from every other cuttings of money plant, right? And that money plant has different varieties, right? All other money plants really help us effectively in removing those chemicals and cleaning up those air. And people who are interested in these kind of science gardening and want to learn more about gardening in depth, there are few links to be given in the description box. Please check that out. So I hope this video would be helpful for you all. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified for the further updates from my channel. And thanks for watching.